Well, to the challenge show, folks. I got this thing back in the garage. I got it lifted up in the air currently. And I'm gonna check the brakes on it. I think only one axle is braking. And then I'm also going to take the drill and try to clean up some of this rust on them, and then paint them all dingy like, just to get some coverage on them, make them look a little better. But the main reason I got it in here is to check the bearings, grease them, and paint those rims, and see if the other axle's braking or not. Lady, you're killing me, girl. You like a liquor too much. I have got these two style wheels, wire wheels, brushes, whatever you want to call them. Alright, I also got these. It might actually be easy just to take them off. Come to think of it. So now that I got them off, I'm just gonna go around through here and take a wire wheel to them, and then I'll tape them off or something. Yeah, paint them up. As you can tell, I'm not a painter. And I'm not worried about this being that, perfect, because he cleaned it up with some carb cleaner. I mainly just don't want my tires to be white. And there's a lot of rust down in these spots that I'd really like to just soak it in there and hopefully stop it. So, yeah, let's get these painted up. Can't tell, I don't like paint. But yeah, there's some white rims now. So give these a few minutes to tack up, and then I'll take the paint off of them, or the tape off of them. But while we're waiting, we're gonna find out if these things work. So these should be. Neither one of those are working. That's not good. Oh. Both brakes are working. Oh man, alright. Well, brakes are working. Could adjust them out, but I'm not doing any tires on it. So I'll adjust them out once I get the tires back on. Ta-da! Which is short, according to Sheldon, for da-da-da-da. There's one good thing about painting, and that is pulling this stuff off. There we go. No, I know it's not the best. I should Should have taped off the other valve stems. Oh yeah, much better. Hey, it's getting good and tacked up. They can dry right there, and that way I can adjust the brakes out without being in fear that if the thing were to fall or something were to move, I'm not gonna get crushed under it. So now that all the tires back on it, I'm gonna roll up underneath there, and I will explain the best I can how to adjust trailer brakes or drum brakes in general. Alright, what you're gonna need is, you're gonna need a couple different flathead screwdrivers, maybe, hopefully, just one. But right here on this one, and you need it up off the ground as well. So, yep. Alright, so as you can see, the wheel turns, and you don't hear nothing. Inside this little piece right here, and most of them have it, there is a gear looking thing, if you will. It's got teeth on it. Look at that. It's got teeth on it, and it spins. So one way or the other, you'll rotate it around like so by using that flathead screwdriver. Or the other way. And you go until the tire starts, or the brakes start dragging on the drum. I think I'm going the wrong way though. That's the worst thing that I don't know how to figure out. I'm sure somebody's smarter than me in the world. It's a very time-consuming process. Maybe a longer screwdriver, and that's what I'm getting at by a few different screwdrivers. These would be turning this way easier. So I'm gonna keep going that way instead of the way I was going. You see how the tire stops? So I think I'm going the right way now at least. Yep. Alright, so now you see the tires pretty hard to spin. So you don't want it free spinning, but you don't want it so tight that it actually gets the brakes hot, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna back it off just a smidgen, click or two. To where they're just barely dragging. And that is how you adjust trailer brakes. Now, my old 8N tractor is similar to this. It's mainly a drum brake thing, but this is something that you're going to want to do quite often. Actually, it's something you want to check. The brakes expand out, and once the pad wears down, then it's farther, has to expand out, so it's not going to be as strong for you. So let's move to the next one. I also want to add that in a perfect world without rust and wear and tear, these things are supposed to be self-adjusting, I do believe, on most everything, but for some reason it hardly ever works. So yeah, something to check. The brakes. Oh, that's a little stiff. Yeah, it stopped it. So now we're rubbing on it. So let's see if we can get y'all in there to take a gander at what I'm talking about. Right there is the teeth that I'm talking about. And that piece rotates. I don't know if I can do it with y'all in there. See how it's rotating? I got it set right there where I want it, but that's the piece you rotate, tighten and loosen. Alright, so we got that one same way. And the other thing that I like to do when I'm under here is to go ahead and whatever rig that I'm working on is check the frame points. Like right here, it was cut. Right there it's cut, and then they welded the plate, so check that weld. Make sure nothing looks bent or tweaked. Your leaf spring hangers are still hanging all the way up the trailer. Take a gander at everything. Hard thing. I mean, you know, for what I'm hauling, I'm sure everything will be fine. But, you know, this trailer does have a title. It does say it was made for somebody. But at the same time, it almost looks homemade in some aspects, a lot of aspects. So, I want to keep an eye on everything. So that's that. So it's like the other thing that I bought a lot. And then never replaced it, so I want to try to get this light replaced. The nerd. Oh, this is LED. Ooh, that's a good wire. Straight from China. That wire that you can just bite it in half. Yeah, well, at least it's metal. Well, that the one I just pulled off was plastic. Or no, it was aluminum. Let's get this put on. That's not good, is it? Well, that's not good. That's better. I want to get this fixed too. Let it out. So I think that's got that a wrap. Placed a few stickers somewhere, or reflective tape, light on the back, painted the rims, installed this rim, which y'all missed that, which I've only done a handful of times with bars, and yeah, that wasn't fun. So it would have been just probably 30 minutes of me fighting with that. And then got another stick on this side and painted them up and adjusted the brakes. So I think it's pretty much got this back to where I'm fine with it. I did put some grease in the bearings when we went and got the dozer. Actually did on the side of the road. And I'm not really sure where I'm gonna put the spare tire. I see some people have them up in the gooseneck area. I'm gonna get me some metal and mount it up there another day, but not right now. For now, I'm just gonna throw it in the back of the truck, I guess. So, or somewhere on here. I don't know what exactly I'm doing yet, but I got a spare tire. That's the important part. So we're gonna go park this thing and get ready for the next job. So I appreciate y'all watching the Chelton Show, and God bless. I'll catch you on the next one.